Now, there is so much to discover when it comes to our state's history, and you can do that through archaeology. There are several places that you can actually visit.
And we are rounding out Archaeology Awareness Month right now.
Yeah,
which is pretty neat.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we're doing that with what?
With the big event coming up this weekend. Please welcome state archaeologist Phil. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me. I'm glad to be here.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us.
Sure.
Okay, so archaeology in Tennessee,
Right.
you guys are actually preserving those areas. Talk about that.
That's one of our main missions, is to try to preserve archaeological sites in Tennessee.
Yeah.
We work closely with state parks to preserve sites on state parks and other public lands. We also are the state's repository for all of the archaeological information about archaeological sites in the state. So we have records on just over 28,000 archaeological sites in the state of Tennessee.
I had no idea there were that many.
Yeah, and that's just a fraction of the sites that are actually in the state. Those are just the ones that are recorded that we know about.
Okay, because people can actually visit, because Joe and I were saying we've got to get on the, we want to check it out.
Right.
Where can we go?
So there are a couple places you can go. There are 2 state archaeological parks. There's one in Manchester, just about an hour and a half away, in Old Stone Fort State Archaeological Park.
Okay.
And then over in Jackson, a couple more hours away from Nashville, Pinson Mound State Archaeological Park. There, they both have museums. You can see an archaeological site up close and in person and learn more about Tennessee's past.
And just what a fun, just way to build core memories with the family and with kids or friends or whatever, your spouse and that kind of thing. I got to ask you, Phil, what's the coolest thing that that you've ever found?
Ooh.
So it's not so much the coolest thing, but what's interesting, there's an old saying in archaeology, it's not what you find, it's what you find out about the past by studying these artifacts.
Yep.
And so the coolest thing is just how sophisticated and interesting and creative the past is. And the more you look at artifacts and archaeological sites, you really see all that, the breadth and depth of Tennessee's archaeological past come to life.
Now, you guys have a big event that's coming up this Saturday, and people can actually get involved and get their hands dirty.
That's right. So one of the groups we work closely with is the Tennessee Council for Professional Archaeology, a nonprofit that supports Tennessee archaeologists working in the field. And they have an Archaeology Day event this weekend at Bells Bend Outdoor Center, which is a Metro Nashville Park. Here just in the west side of Nashville. Kids and archaeologists of all ages can come out and experience hands-on dig. They can work on other kinds of activities and educational activities.
Kind of like this, what we're seeing,
just like what you're seeing there, yeah.
So cool. Now it's real quick before we wrap, we've got a minute left. This guy, he is an Archeo family. He actually met his wife on a project?
That's right, yeah. We were both working on an archaeological dig just north of St. Louis. We were there teaching others how to do archaeological excavations and work on archaeological sites, and we met, and it was love at first sight, and we've been an archaeology family ever since.
Oh my
yeah,
it's so neat.
So sweet, fate, right there.
Right.
Well, you are so full of knowledge, and this is going to be a fabulous event for the entire family.
It will be.
I'm excited.
Yep.
Are you going to be there?
I'll be there.
Okay,
yep.
Very good. Well, get out and explore and check out everything the department does. Visit tn.gov/environment.